Most energy isn't spent working. It's spent being seen working, managing how actions appear, tracking position, adjusting posture, tone, response. This effort is invisible, and it drains faster than labor ever could. Status anxiety isn't fear, it's vigilance. A constant background process asking, where do I stand? How am I perceived? Did that lower or raise me? Nothing dramatic happens. No crisis, no confrontation, just quiet monitoring. And that monitoring consumes more energy than the task itself. This is why people feel exhausted after days that weren't physically difficult. They weren't strained. They were self-surveilled. This problem isn't modern. It appears whenever hierarchy exists and position feels uncertain. One ancient figure understood this from the lowest rung imaginable. Epictetus wasn't a leader. He wasn't powerful. He didn't command. He lived as a slave in the Roman Empire, owned, watched, and evaluated constantly. Every word carried consequence. Every reaction signaled status. Every misstep could cost safety. He didn't write about ambition. He observed what constant evaluation does to the mind. Epictetus noticed that people weren't exhausted by effort. They were exhausted by position awareness. The mind is split in two. One part acted, the other watched, measured, adjusted, corrected. Energy wasn't spent on the task. It was spent maintaining alignment with how the task looked. This is the hidden cost of hierarchy, not oppression, but attention redirected inward. That self becomes an object under observation, and observation never rests. The mechanism didn't disappear. Replace masters with managers. Replace owners with metrics. Replace punishment with perception. The environment changed. The vigilance stayed. Modern status anxiety doesn't feel like fear. It feels like professionalism, responsiveness, politeness, adaptability. People call it emotional intelligence, but underneath, it's the same drain. Energy spent tracking rank instead of producing value. This is why social environments exhaust people faster than solitary work. Not because interaction is hard, but because position is constantly recalculated. Am I respected? Ignored? Misread? Each question pulls attention away from the work itself. Epictetus didn't escape hierarchy, but he understood its cost. He saw that when attention is split between action and self-monitoring, output suffers, and exhaustion multiplies. Not because the work is difficult, but because the mind never rests inside it. Modern life intensifies this. There is no offstage. Every message is evaluated, every silence interpreted, every response archived. Status anxiety doesn't announce itself. It disguises itself as awareness. But awareness aimed at position is energy spent without return. This is why people feel depleted even when work was light. Their energy wasn't used to create. It was used to maintain standing. Ancient observers recognize this cost clearly, not as insecurity, but as misallocated attention. When energy is spent protecting position, less remains for action, and exhaustion becomes normal. not because work increased, but because vigilance never turned off.